Hello everyone, in this video we are going to see how you can use GitHub Copilot in VS Code. So just search on the Google this text GitHub Copilot VS Code. You will come upon the first link and here you will see how you can use it. Okay. So basically you can just click on the setup one and here you will see this guide walks you through setting up your okay. So here video is also there. So what we have to do, just open up your VS Code and here you will see one icon with this one. Okay, just click on this use AI features, and if you want to continue with Google or GitHub, anything is fine. I'm going to do with the Google only, and I'll just click on this. Let's continue. Okay, so we need to use then GitHub. So let me just log in. Okay, so I have logged in through my GitHub now. So you can say its chat is getting ready. So once it's done, we'll just wait. Then we can try any prompt we can give to build anything for us, like creating a website which manages my expenses or anything. So once it's done, we'll start. So till then, I'll just pause the video so the video will not be much longer. Okay, so it's done. Now let's try to build something. So I'll just write it here, build for me a website which will manage my daily task. So let's see how it creates and what it does. So we'll just wait. So it has given what we are thinking and what technology we want. So okay, React plus Node.js we can go for. Okay, fine, that's fine. For now, okay, we'll go for the only local browser. Yeah, basic we can give fine. So it's showing Copilot requires an empty folder as a workspace to continue. Okay, we'll allow in the session. Okay, we will choose empty folder like Copilot will give the name and select this one. Okay, so it has opened. Continue setup. Yeah. So now it will create all the files and everything for me. Okay, allow. So the terminal is awaiting input. Do you want? Yes. So it will install everything, whatever is required. So then all it will take time. You want to send yes, okay, white it letter, okay, fine, allow. Just will allowing everything just to see how it's going to do it. Yeah, I want to start. Oh wow. So you can see all the folders, everything came here. Installing dependencies with npm, everything it's doing. Okay, it's up also, I think. Let's follow link. So that's the default one. Check project structure, run pwsh command. Okay, allow what it is. Okay, now it's going and creating all the files, whatever is required for me to manage my daily task. You can see it's creating all the files and all everything. If I go and try to reload here, anything is coming up. I think it has stopped. Yeah. Let's wait. So it's creating everything, bro. So it's now going to get CSS file for styling, basically for the UI. Okay. Now app.css. Okay, that is also correct. You can say it's changing everything here. Okay, I will just pause the video for few minutes. Okay, so it's asking me to run now dev. So let's allow it. Okay, allow. So here only you will see. So it's showing me some error. So it is only now debugging the things. Okay, here it's not visible perfectly. Okay, so it's editing something read.md file. If I go in browser and try to reload, okay, only white space. White screen is coming up in console. Also, some errors are there. Types.ts does not provide an export name, so it's processing actually. So let's click on this keeper as all the files are required only. Okay, so let's again wait. Okay, again it's asking for allow. Let's allow it. So it's verifying for any error you can see, and it's showing okay is now complete and running. Let's just reload it here. Okay, but I can't see anything. Okay, let's localhost 5173. Okay, if we go here in my browser, so actually it's not running, right? But for it's showing it's running. Let's give it that error to this plot. Okay, so still getting error in my console. Let's see what it gives. That indicates so. Let's again pause the video to see how it solves. No. Now refresh your browser, the error should be gone. Okay, let's go and refresh. If I refresh, oh wow, nice. Yeah, now it came. So we can add a new task like task title, teaching something, date and all if we want. Just add task. Okay, so you can see priority completed, high, medium. So it's good UI we can say. So it worked actually. So that's fine. So that's it for this video. In this way you can just use it for your code or just to debug something. So that's it guys for this video, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.